Hi, it's the M.L.M for the Soul channel, and I do have a new topic for today. Before I begin, I just want to say, may the words and expressions of my mouth and the thoughts and meditations of my heart find favor and acceptance before you, Hashem, and some people I thank who have inspired me, and I hope they can inspire you as well. They are Rabbi Shalom Arush, Rabbi Lazer Brody, Rabbi Yosef Mizrahi, Rabbi Eli Mansour, Rabbi Alona Nava, Rabbi Yuval Ovadia, Rav Daniel Asor, Nisan Baruch Black, David Sachs, Rabbi Michael Skobach, Jews for Judaism, and if I didn't mention Rabbi Alona Nava, and some new people that I've started listening to some of their lectures or shiurim. There's someone named Yaron Reuven, and you can check out his name and go to YouTube, and then Rav David Asher, who has a book called Living Emunah, but I'm listening to his Emunah, his daily Emunah, or Emunah Daily, I don't know what it's called, online. So I'll add links to those as well underneath this video. So today, again, I am taking this from the Parasha that we just finished up, Parashat Yitro, in Sefer Shemot. And this is from the wonderful book that I really enjoy reading. I've been reading this for years now, over and over. For every parasha. It's called Lilmod, Lilmod by Rabbi Mordechai Katz, and I'll have a link below this video to this as well. And also, if you've never checked out this site, I have a link right underneath this one as well, so you can check out the first video, what M.L.M means, what it stands for, and what I'm doing. So the topic for today is called Beauty is More Than Skin Deep. So why do I say that? Well, you'll see as we go along. So in this parasha, we're talking about the Torah being given on Har Sinai. So, when Hashem decided to give the Torah to Bnei Israel, all the mountains were vying for being the one to be, to have the honor for this to happen, so they all wanted to do it. So each one thought they were better than the other. But one mountain, Har Sinai, did not make any claim like that. It felt that it was unworthy of being selected for such greatness, because this is like a, once in a lifetime event. Basically, it'll never happen again. So it will never happen again, I should say. So, but this is why, Hashem decided to choose Har Sinai. And why? Because Hashem demonstrated to all mankind the importance of modesty and humility, in contrast to overbearing self-confidence and pride. This certainly is the path preached by Torah. And in addition, Hashem wanted all mankind to note that the Torah was presented in the most barren of areas, a desert. Through this, man was to observe that the Torah can provide its own glories and does not require the trappings of shiny exterior to appear great. So hence what the title for this topic for today, and there's more to it in another story. But the idea is that, the outside frills aren't necessary, all the bells and whistles. Similarly, a person is judged on the basis of his inner qualities rather than on the gaudy exterior he presents. He should therefore seek a road to internal righteousness and avoid searching for materialistic goals. The Torah, rather than money and luxuries, can provide all the satisfaction he needs. So there you go. It's like, okay, you want to dress nicely, but you don't have to overdress and be the one to stand out in the crowd, and everyone should notice you, because that's not important. It's also, in a way, not modest. It's not modesty to be showing off. Okay, you can look nice, but keep it toned down. Don't have to go overboard. And so then there's a story. I don't know where the story's from, but it is a story that happened. There was a daughter of an emperor, and she approached a Torah sage who looked rather, wasn't the nicest looking. Here they say homely. And she asked him, why would Hashem insert such wisdom into such an ugly vessel? She outright came out to him and asked him this question, like, you're so ugly, why would Hashem give you all this wisdom? So the sage said to her, where do you keep your wine? So she says, we keep it in earthen vessels. And he says, well, why wouldn't you keep it in precious gold containers? It would be more fitting for such a thing, for such wine. So the princess thought about this and decided it was a proper suggestion. And she immediately went home and transferred all the wine in the royal household to the gold containers. So 2 weeks later, she had a party, and she ordered all the wine to be brought up in the new containers. And when the guests tasted it, they found out the wine turned sour. It turned into vinegar. So why so? The golden vessels, they looked magnificent, but they had provided poor protection for the wine. So that's why earthenware protects the wine from that happening when the grapes want to become wine and ferment. So So the princess went to the sage the next day and asked what happened. He said, "What you have witnessed is how unimportant outward appearances are. The earthen containers may have appeared drab, but they kept the wine tasting sweet. Something that the shiny gold vessels could not do for all their splendor. So as much as beautiful as they looked, shiny and glistening and sparkly, they were not taking care of what they needed to do for this wine to stay wine. The same is true of the appearance of humans. Some individuals might look fair of form and face, yet this does not mean that their inner spirit is just as beautiful." So, let's see. In fact, their interest in their own appearance may cause them to become vain and selfish. So if you become so wrapped up in the outward appearance, you become, like, it's all about you. It becomes like an ego thing, and we don't want that. So, on the other hand, one who is ugly may appear repulsive, but he might also be kind and wise and inwardly beautiful. Because in the end, what really matters, in the end, the outside, the exterior, is just, like a cloak, like a jacket. You just peel it off. What matters is inside. That is what you retain forever. The outside just disappears. Appearances can be deceiving. Therefore, do not always assume that if someone looks impressive, it must be superior. If something looks impressive, I should say. Sometimes it is the humble-looking item or individual that is the greater treasure. And this says it's Nedarim 50b, so maybe the story is from Nedarim. So this is the lesson of Har Sinai. Despite its humble-looking appearance, Har Sinai was selected as the site for the world's most outstanding event. So there you go. There's your answer. Beauty is more than skin deep, because it's like what appears here, what we're looking at, it could look all nice and pretty, and the same thing about our health, the interior is what matters. We can't see what's going on inside, but they say the outside, it can be a reflection too. But the opposite is that we don't know what's going on inside, so we might think we look healthy and we're not. So, but the inside is what truly matters. So we have to take that into strong consideration with what we do, that we have to work on our interior, on our neshama, on our midos, on getting close to Hashem, on doing Hashem's will, and following in the direction that He gives us. That's why He gave us the Torah on Har Sinai. He used it as a parable to how we need to stay humble and modest in what we do, that we don't think that we're so important, and how we look on the outside, which on the inside is what really matters. So I just want to say in closing that I hope and pray we can all take this lesson to understand what we need to be doing for ourselves, and to realize that what matters is truly the inside, and that we all follow in the derech of Hashem, and that we can all merit to live and see the coming of Mashiach speedily in our days, and the rebuilding of our final everlasting Beis HaMikdash. Amen, and thanks for watching.